This is the demon that is stalking in helicopter. Again, this is what the demons were doing this morning by helicopter at Yale and campus this morning, flying right over the people of the state's venue while a psychopath is asking me what I'm doing while you are monitoring at the same time. And you're stalking. You are stalking while you're monitoring, including where they live. At Yale and campus this morning, during the 6 o'clock hour, the Ontario Police Department are stalking me at Yale and campus. While I am at G Street and Laurel, the Ontario Police Department are stalking with the Ontario International Airport as well. I'm at the Ontario Town at what is 10:14 p.m. where the Ontario Police Department is stalking with the people of the state that I'm showing you lurking in the dark with the Ontario International Airport that's stalking, flying over the El Bacon rooftop while they are hovering under what is the fake moon that is directly over the top of my head. This is the entity that is engaging in that pattern of conduct, and everybody that I'm documenting. I'm documenting the people of the state at Yale and campus, co-conspirators of murder. I'm documenting the people of the state at G Street and Laurel, co-conspirators of murder. The people of the state at the Ontario Town Square where they are stalking, criminally monitoring with communication devices in furtherance of murder when they have already been exposed for stealing my wealth, for defaming my character and sharing and kidnapping as an entity that engages in criminal summoning, waging false allegations, bearing false witness, co-conspiring in murder, and you're looking at them engaging in gang stalking together. This includes Securitas. That's who that is right now. I just got her license plate. She's gang stalking. It's okay. I'm prosecuting her, and I'm prosecuting that company. The entities engaging in this together, and they are co-conspirators of murder. The Ontario police are being disbanded. Those are stalkers, not police officers. And the evidence has well shown that already. This is the entity that is going to be federally prosecuted. When I say every single last one of them are going to prison, that's exactly what's happening. Okay, and the size of the evidence, the weight of the evidence, all right, the body of evidence more than supports that, okay? It demands it, actually. Justice demands it. And it's not just the demons that are the Ontario police. It's the terrorists of the Ontario International Airport, the terrorists of the Ontario Fire Department, American Medical Response, who share in kidnapping and stalking together as a malicious government actor in concert with the people of the state who share in that, and they are going to federal prison. Engage in criminal summoning, engage in assault and battery, assault with a deadly weapon, threatening to engage in criminal summoning, systematic, repetitious stalking, ongoing harassment because you're monitoring and you're being documented. And so you engage in more of that. As you're looking at that impunity, it's federal prison. All right, this is P.O.C. This is criminal. All right, you're not free to be in relevant position at any apartment complex, outside in your vehicle, with your foot on the brake, with the lights on. It's criminal facilitation, and the people of the state are going to federal prison. The ease with which and the convenience that they have in criminal monitoring is the ease with which they're being federally prosecuted. All right, this is P.O.C. This is public corruption that's being federally prosecuted, and it's also impunity. It's 10:16 p.m. The Ontario Police Department are to blame for this ongoing public corruption, sex offenders that are stalkers, conspiring murder together, and that's what the gang stalkers are. And as I've shown in Ontario, they're holding office, and they're also surrounding as a population. And I have heavily documented hundreds of them in Ontario, and the entire city of Ontario is being prosecuted. This is exactly what the entity is deserving of, what they've shown that they are, and they will be treated under federal and state laws accordingly. Ways in which to remove them from the threat that they pose to society. And no one is going to feel sorry for them. You are witnessing what is that ongoing necessity based on your understanding of what terrorists are doing in the United States. This is P.O.C. It is currently, by the way, 10:17 p.m. All right, just as an aside, the entity is stalking with activity, criminally monitoring with the Ontario Police Department. That's an act of terrorism that the people of the state share and that the companies share. And that's terrorism and furtherance of murder when you're stalking with the police. So the entity's engaging in this with the 280 North Limit Apartments. That's the John Stewart apartment complex. They start getting out their car as I approach them. These are demons that are monitoring. They're psychopaths that engage in the pattern of conduct while not talking to you, talking to each other, smiling, laughing, and all they're doing is monitoring. And so is the Saris Regis Group, the Downtown Ontario Luxury Apartment, 6 Nancy David 053. This is P.O.C. Alrighty, that's the pattern of conduct. This is the entity that's stalking with the government in furtherance of murder, population that you do not know that's keeping you under surveillance. And they do that while they murder you as well. They're incentivized when they're being paid by terrorist leaders like Tracy Banks and Jason Fields, etc. The entities it's sharing in that, so are the Ontario Police Department. They're paid stalkers as well. This is the act of terrorism in the U.S. If they're not American citizens, they're being deported. These are enemies that don't belong in this country. This is P.O.C. Here's my shadow here. Here's my shadow here. They're stalking. The entity is stalking by helicopter, and they're doing so with the population, and that population is being prosecuted as terrorists. That's Metro 102 stalking, okay? Aiming light, this is the act of terrorism they're monitoring. Okay, one after another, psychopathic pacing. And this is where the Ontario International Airport is stalking me by flying over me while the fake moon moves as I move. They're stalkers. P.O.C.